Welcome back to Bona's Gym. I'm going to talk about reps again and give a more clear understanding because I feel it is very important for everyone to clearly comprehend. I'm sure that many of you will tune out because it goes against everything you know and love. But once you listen to the whole thing, you may just want to, desire to, give it a try. So the thing is, since everyone has different muscular genetics, it is very important to understand this. There is no one size fits all, 5 sets of 10. Now think every time you go into the gym, you should be adding reps or weight. If not, you need to reassess what you're doing. Less sets. I know, I hear it all the time, but that's what everyone does. If everyone jumped in front of a moving bus, are you going to try it too? So let's think. If 5 sets work, then why not do 100 sets? That should work even better, right? Let's say you try my carefully planned program for 10 weeks. I know. But it's only 1 set per exercise and you don't tell us how many reps to do. Well, actually I do. I clearly lay it out for you. And that brings us to now, where I give you a better understanding of how it all works. Your first week and day, you will establish a baseline of strength and reps. 8 to 12 reps per exercise to failure. Now, if on Wednesday you don't add any reps or weight, then on Friday drop the weight a bit and do higher reps. Go from 8 to 12 reps to 12 to 15 reps by lowering the weight, and if that doesn't work, go to 15 to 20 reps. Sometimes you may even need to go up to 30 reps for some stubborn muscles like calves. See, each muscle on your body has a unique genetic potential and ability to store and use energy. As such, you need to understand what your body needs to grow. This is the very key to helping you understand your own body and its true genetic potential for what it requires for growth. I'm not going to use fancy terms like inroad. What's the point? I prefer simplicity. So, you take out your chart and look at it after a few weeks on my program. You narrow in on one body part that seems to not be gaining in strength, be it gaining reps or weight with every workout. Apparently, you aren't feeding it the proper amount of stimulation. The gut feeling is more sets. No. That'll dig a very deep hole in the reserve, whereas we only want to dig a very tiny bit. Change the reps range. Squeeze harder at the top. Add force negatives at the end. Another trick I use for stubborn muscle is when I reach failure, I pause at the end for no more than 3 seconds and blast out another 3 reps to failure at a faster pace. Instead of force negatives, then the next workout, I reduce the weight and do more reps. The point is, you need to dig a hole in the reserve, only a tiny bit, in order to shock the body into retaliation mode, aka get bigger. Take me for example. My chest is my worst genetic muscle on my body. I constantly mess around with different things. Dumbbells don't do anything for me. A barbell also doesn't work. For me, the chest press universal hits it perfectly, set it incline. Then I had fun time finding the magic rep range. For me, it's 16 to 25 reps. See, my problem is attaching points and my stupid long arms. I reach 6 foot 3 inches from fingertip to fingertips, and I'm only 5 foot 8. So, most chest exercises end up working my triceps. Even dips, no matter the angle. Don't comment on technique to me. I tried every technique on the planet. With the universal press, I can zero in on targeting my chest. Now let's get back to the subject. I gave you a good example of how genetics play a major role in finding your magic rep range and technique. Chest press technique, pull your shoulders down and engage your lats hard. Swoop your elbows downward while pushing your hands upward. This seems to remove most of the triceps. This makes my chest sore every time. So you can see that dumbbells and a barbell won't really work with that technique. The bar will go all over the place. Anyway, this works for me and my abnormal genetic problem. Maybe by now you are starting to see the point. If I want to lose muscle mass and ruin my joints, I would do multiple sets in a row. Another thing you will see is when my workout routines on the focus weeks, you really are doing multiple sets for the focus muscle. However, there are different types of exercises designed to attack that muscle group at every angle. For example, close grip pull down performed sitting upright will target the biceps, immediately followed by bicep curls with a cable, then dips followed by tricep extension, then barbell curls immediately followed by tricep push down with a V-bar will produce a 3/4 inch pump as long as you don't dilly-dally and play fuck between the exercises and hit the target rep range to stimulate growth. Arms seem to require 15 to 20 reps for nearly everyone aside from short arm people, and also includes women. But remember, we all have slightly different needs to dig into the reserve slightly. This is being the case. Every time I hear trainers prescribing X number of reps and sets as one size fits all, it boggles my mind and makes me cringe. But then again, how else will they keep you as a client if you reach your near maximum muscular size and potential in a year without PEDs? In summary, if you aren't getting a new PR every workout, add reps, force negatives, pause after failure, and blast out a few more reps. When you do this, and it works, you know what to do. Yep. Lower the weight a bit and do the 3 added reps. So, if you did 18 cable curls to failure, and next workout you still got 18, and do the added 3 reps, then the next workout you got 19 reps to failure, then your new rep range is 21 reps. So lower the weight a couple of pounds and do 21. It's all about that muscle's ability to use its capacity of stored energy, diving into the reserve slightly, leaving its needed reserve. You certainly don't want to dig too deep a hole into that needed reserve, or your body will retaliate by digesting muscle you work so hard for. It only takes the body 5 seconds to cannibalize its own muscle. Let that sink in the next time you do 6 exercises for 5 sets of 10, and wonder why it takes so long to add more weight. We're talking about adding reps every workout, and sometimes weight. A PR every workout instead of the confetti poppers in the gym. When that day comes, you finally get a new PR, weeks in the making. We never worry about max bench weight. Personally, I don't know my maximum in anything, and I don't care. My goal is to get big and not get injured in the process. I also don't want to dig into my reserve deeply. Adding reps means the muscle is growing, period. A larger muscle moves more weight. Funny story, when I was 135 pounds, I was still stronger than most guys 2 times my size. So basically, I was always digging deep into my reserve with every lift, and I was always wondering why I couldn't get bigger or any stronger. My body was constantly cannibalizing itself due to the amount of weight I was always trying to move one time. I hope by now that you can visualize the picture I'm trying to paint for you. The question of all questions: who has the better training method? That was my question. I started lifting when I was 19 years old, studying every book, hiring personal trainers, reading magazines, studying nutrition, you name it. Yes, I'm older than the internet. Until recently, I went along with the status quo and even tried high volume. Wow, did that do a number on my joints. I'll take a side of carpal tunnel syndrome, please. Don't get twisted and talk about my age and joints. I can drop to my knees on concrete without any pain, injury, or pain. Repetitive motion causes joint pain, period. 50 reps or 8 to 20. My money is on the 50 reps to carpal tunnel. If you want to get big fast naturally and keep your joints, try my free training program. Don't even thank me. Why am I giving it away for free? I'm not greedy. I have a good life. I don't need your money. Just hit that subscribe button that costs you nothing. And it only takes 1 rep with your finger. Not even enough to dig a tiny hole in your finger's reserve. You don't even have to hit the notification button and worry about cannibalizing your muscles with that extra rep. Thank you for watching. May the reps be with you, and let's hit.